did not, in fact, urinate on his tent or his property. Lately, I've been noticing things are very easy for me. The possibilities of self-pleasure are endless in this city. So what I'm thinking is that I should kind of raise the stakes for once and just, get out there. We're going camping. It's gonna be a lot of fun, I promise. A lot can go wrong, especially when you're dealing with a lowly rated camping place. Sorry, I'm rambling. Let's just fucking go camping. So I just came across Watermelon Park Campground. So it seems like they do have a lot of 1 stars. Whoa.
It's just a cesspool of garbage.
There are slums in Afghanistan that are nicer than this place.
Whoa. Holy shit.
If you use bathrooms in the camping area instead of the tubing area, security will try to detain you and say they are arresting you.
The owner tells us to shut the fuck up? What? During the night, owner urinated in my tent and woke us up with a bulldozer and foul language. Can't say I've ever, in all my years of doing this show, have ever came across a urinator.
It felt great to escape the city and breathe in some fresh country air, but this wasn't going to be a relaxing getaway. I had a mission: to dive into the world of countless 1-star reviews. Before I knew it, I had arrived, ready for whatever lay ahead.
I'm Ashley. Nice to meet you. So, 4 of you is what I'm hearing? 4 staying?
4 of us.
Okay, so it's $48, $12 a person.
Do we have some sort of card I can use? Guys.
Last time I went, they overcharged us $20 and stole over $2,000 off my girlfriend's credit card.
The thunder isn't really a concern.
No, because a lot of the storms, they break up before they get here. So you get the noise, but you don't really get the rain.
Cool. Hey.
Hey, bud.
How's it going?
Pretty good. And you?
I'm Taji.
Daggy. John Miller.
So nice to meet you, John. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Should I hop on in?
You hop right on here.
Thank you. Alrighty. Why don't you tell me, how did you get into the camping business?
Well, I guess this here started back in the early 60s. We used to have music shows here. This is where the first bluegrass festival was ever held, was right here. So, and that's pretty well of how it all started.
So are you guys related?
That's my dad.
Really? Father and son right here.
Yeah, and my other son just went over there. My grandson's on the other mower. My granddaughter's over there.
Things ever get crazy here?
We had a guy got shot here.
A guy got shot?
Yep. Yeah, that was during the time when they had the bikers and the hippies. We had a bunch of vendors that come in and sold belt buckles, leather goods, and the belt buckles were $5. The guy said he gave the gentleman a $20 bill, but the guy gave him a change back for a $10 bill. He said, I told you, you only give me a $10 bill. He just took the gun and shot him right there.
Did the person survive?
Yeah, he got shot in the privates where he got shot.
In the what?
In his private.
Since he was shot in the the area, did he lose?
As far as his sex relation, I don't know.
And what about nowadays? Do things still get lively at the camp?
Nope.
Nope.
No.
It's a little mellowed
No.
out a bit?
Oh, no.
Loud ass frat party with club-like security.
People swimming in the river at all hours.
Oh boy, did you feel that breeze?
It's nice. It's
Felt
nice
good.
Breeze. Feels lovely.
After getting to know John and John Jr., I was ready to set up camp, but I couldn't shake the thought of all these 1-star reviews hanging over this campsite like a dark cloud.
So for the most part, it's pretty family friendly. Like it's not
That's
too.
what it is. That's what it is.
Don't bring your family here.
Got it. There are not really many disruptive people. It's kind of chill. No one's really like partying.
Loud noises all night long.
kind of get a little noisy or rowdy, anything, we have the security just take them out, you know.
So your camp does not stand for violence?
No. No.
With so many reviews taking aim at the bathroom situation and an alleged tent urinator, I felt I should broach the subject.
Where should I be using the restroom? Where should...
If you want to do a quick hit, we got porta potties like over there
Perfect.
on the bank.
So there's no reason to pee in my tent?
No,
That's not how you have a good time?
not for me, it's not. Right.
Zero tolerance pee
Yeah,
policy.
you got it.
Just when I thought things were clearing up, John Jr. showed up out of nowhere.
Well, we got a good one coming, guys.
So with another storm heading our way, I asked if this would be a good spot to set up camp.
Is it a good spot?
Yeah, this would be a good quiet spot down here.
I was eager to get set up, so I left John and John to set up camp.
So this is a nice shaded area over here. It was suggested to me by both of the Johns. It's in between the river, which is beautiful, and this swamp.
Since this is one-star reviews after all, I brought a one-star reviewed tent to sleep in overnight.
Biggest piece of crap I ever
The
bought.
poles are poorly made and the locking pieces broke after setting up
Difficult
once.
to set up, cheap material.
Not waterproof at all. It was literally raining in the tent.
It's a piece of shit. You know, I'm just gonna be honest with you all. It's not a great tent. Fuck it.
I needed to get to the bottom of who the mystery tent urinator was, so I met with John and his grandson Jason to get the truth once and for all.
So I guess we could kind of start off, if you wanna just kind of introduce yourself and what is your role here.
My name's Jason Miller. I'm his grandson, but I'm his operations manager now.
And what is it like to run a business before, during, and after the introduction of, the internet?
It makes it much easier on us to try to take the reservations and answer all the questions. To me, I think it's great. Now I'm starting to enjoy life.
So yeah, I guess that's the positive, but in terms of any sort of negative response, like review culture, like everyone has something to say online, like for example, I was checking out your page and, I saw like some people, had a few complaints. Would you guys be down to like set a few of the reviews straight, kind of, like if I just like mention a few and you could almost like, just from your perspective on just if it's true or not? Someone said they got overcharged $2,000. Is that like?
I don't even know of a charge of $2,000 ever from one group.
Someone's saying if you're using the wrong bathroom, if you're not a camper and you're tubing, you can be detained.
We have armed guards that come in here. They're certified and they arrested somebody not too long ago.
What's the protocol with that?
It's probably tubers trying to get off the river on the property. Okay, this is private property to us. She was drunk. I think she punched my niece in the face like 2 or 3 times. So our guard came up there, put her in cuffs, and called the law and tried to hold her.
Well, that's a pretty fair story to your defense. All right, here's the last one. It's a pretty crazy one. Someone said that the owner at one point urinated on some of their property. So is that true?
This was the 3 boys that did a kayaking trip. It was one of their birthday parties. And that's the one where my dad had to go down to at 3 o'clock in the morning to get them quiet down because they was hooping and hollering. And then the next morning, about 9:30, I came down on the loader to get some rock. And he jumped up and just got all ignorant to me, told me I woke him up. I'm like, man, it's 9:30 in the morning, like we gotta work, it's Wednesday. When the cops got here, there was puke, and I guess it was urine, I don't know. I didn't go nowhere near their tent. He's the one put on our Facebook or our reviews that we urinated in his tent, but he's the one that got drunk, passed out.
You did not, in fact, urinate on his tent or his property.
No, I got more respect for people and myself than that.
If you guys could send a message to these people that are, you know, complaining about your camp, what would you tell them if they're watching right now?
Follow the rules.
We just a good old bunch of country boys back here just enjoying life here on the river. You got to look at Mother Nature over here.
It appeared there was no urinator to be found. So as the sun set and I settled into camp, I understood what it meant to be a good old country boy.
It's rewarding. It's nice to be able to get out of the city. It's nice to be able to cook for myself with just an open fire that I started myself, you know? It just kind of goes to show that it's the simpler things in life sometimes that are all you need to be happy. And, you know, it's important to follow rules. And you'll just have a good time. Like, don't be an asshole. You know, if John and Jason taught me anything, it's that, you know, take pride in the land around you. Don't take shit from anyone, you know, coming at you from, you know, the river. All right, so the tent survived the night. It's definitely the shittiest tent I've ever been in. I did get a little bit damp, I'm not gonna lie. You know, telling you the whole story here. It's not the best tent. It's a piece of shit. Throughout my stay at Watermelon Park Campground, I learned a lot about myself and how to break away from the convenience of living in the city. The campsite was actually quite lovely, and I certainly would recommend it. The staff certainly keeps it within the family and require respect and order within their camp, and are not afraid to take legal action against those who violate. There are rules in place for a reason. Please follow them, and you will have a peaceful stay. Thank you, Watermelon Park Campground.
Well, I hope you all enjoyed. Next time, come back and enjoy a little bit more fun with it.
As you can also see, do you see when I do that, it basically rains inside the tent? You see that?